right, great Thursday morning. Hope you're doing well. It's Cesar Mascoro Jr. with Manufactured Home Sales Mastery. In with our 15 minutes of mastery that we do each and every day to get your day started off on the right foot with some information, inspiration, and motivation so that you can go out and attack the day. And today I want to come and talk to you in episode number 448, live from Tyler, Texas, about winning at life and how you can win at life by winning at manufactured home sales. All right. Robert Collier writes, success is the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Repeated day in and day out. That's what success is. It's small efforts. It's consistency. It's winning the day each and every day. Some days you're not going to, but it's about making that consistent progress. A lot of times we get confused. We think that, I've got a huge goal that I'm after, and we're looking at the end. I want to get over here. I want to sell 60 homes this year. I want to fund 60 homes. And you're so focused on that you don't focus in on the small daily steps you've got to do in order to make that happen. What's it going to take for you to deliver 60 homes this year? What does that look like? Right? Reverse engineering that and working at it. And so if you apply yourself at that here, okay, how many calls do I need to make a day? How many people do I need to speak to a day? How many appointments do you have to set every day? How many sales do I have to get each and every week? And what's my pace got to be? When you're doing that and you're doing it daily, you start chipping away at it and it starts working its way in that direction to hit that goal. But it's the same thing with life. It's the same thing with life. If you want to win at life, it's not about knocking it out the park right from the get-go. It's winning each and every day. Want to have better progress with your relationships? You got to work at it every day. Believe me, I know, and I'm very guilty of that myself. Have been in the past. I mean, it's very hard sometimes, even now, especially with all the traveling. But it's about doing it every day. Want to get better as a parent. Want to get better at some sort of hobby. Want to get you want to do certain things and accomplish, take certain trips, whatever it is. It's about putting in the small, consistent efforts daily, knowing what it is that you're after and actually accomplishing those tasks on a daily basis. Those small efforts on a daily basis that will lead to the large successes, that will lead to you winning at life. Life is repetitive. A lot of people like to say, well, I don't want to have a boring life. Boring is what gets you paid. Not just financially, but in life as well. When you're consistent at life, you're going to have the wins. You're going to have the excitement. It's when we're not focused and don't stay focused on things, when we're not consistent with things, that you're good at one point and bad at others, and then you're trying to figure out how to make things better. Look, it's hard enough already as it is, and then when you decide not to be consistent, you make it even harder. When you decide not to be a person who plans out their day and actually goes about attacking the day each and every day to be able to make things happen for yourself, you make it harder. And so that's why I correlate winning at manufactured home sales with you being able to win at life, because it's about the daily consistent efforts, intentional efforts, purposeful efforts, knowing what it is that you're after. That's what's going to make the huge difference for you. So what is it that you can do to make sure that you're winning at life? All right. Well, first and foremost, it starts with belief. Whatever it is that you believe is going to happen, it's got to be, that's where it starts. If you believe you're going to have a terrible life, if you believe that things aren't going to work out for you, if you believe that, well, this person's not going to listen to me, or that's not going to work out, or whatever, you're right. They're not going to. You know why? Because your effort is not going to be up to par. But if you believe that those things are going to happen, sometimes they may not. That's part of life. But at least you have to go into it believing. Can you imagine playing some sort of sport, and then you're thinking every time you get on the field, you're thinking, well, we're not going to win. Well, guess what's going to happen? you're not going to win. Sometimes you go out there believing you're the best. You think you've got the conference, right? The conference finals, the championships, conference championships happening this weekend, right? Between NFC and AFC. You think either one of those teams, you think Washington or the Eagles are thinking they're not going to win? They go into it winning, but somebody loses. And that's life. Sometimes you're going to lose. But if you go in already thinking it's not going to work, well, it's not going to work. So you've got to have the belief, first of all. Second, you have to put in the work to get better at whatever it is you're trying to accomplish in life. Well, if you don't believe in something, you're not going to put in the work. This is plain and simple. If you don't believe in something, you're not going to put in the work that's needed to be able to make it happen, right? So that's why I tell you, it starts with belief. What do you believe to be true? And when you have the belief, then you'll put in the work. The belief comes before the reward. All right. You got to have the belief to put in the work. You put in the work and you start learning, you start getting better, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish in your life. Imagine if you did that in your business. If you believe that this industry is going to be something great for you, this career is going to be great for you, and you put in the work to get better at it every day, well, eventually you're going to start making the progress that needs to be made. So you've got to have belief. You got to put in the work. When you put in the work, you have to plan out what it is that you've got to do. You've got to have a plan to make it happen. You can't just wing it every day. So you go belief, you put in the work, you put in the plan. And with that plan, you keep the focus. You stay focused on the things. You gotta drown out the distractions. You got to make sure you're making the progress that needs to be made each and every day so that you can accomplish what you're trying to do in your life. And then lastly, you've got to put in the work even more. All right. It circles all the way back around. You build your belief, you put in the work, you get the plan, and you stay focused. And you build more belief, and you put in more work, and you plan out better, and you stay even more focused. When you don't do those things, ladies and gentlemen, you make things harder on yourself. Life is harder on you. And those of you that are doing well and you've got great income, you've got great things going on in your life, well, guess what? You could do more. And maybe you don't need it for yourself and you don't need it for your own personal family, but you could do something for other people. Stop thinking just about yourself. I had a retailer come up to me when we were in Louisville, and the guy was like, you know what? It's just me and my wife. We own this retail lot and we do about 15 homes a year. And that's great. I don't want to hire anybody. That's great. It takes care of us. And I had that conversation with that gentleman. I said, sir, you're in an industry that could help so many people, and you're thinking just about you and just taking care of you by only needing to deliver 15 homes a year. That's pretty selfish. I had that very straight up conversation with him, because we're in an industry where we could help so many people, change people's lives, and they need it. And if you think that by you just doing the minimum to take care of you, I make $200,000 a year, when you could do more, that's being pretty selfish. So get out there, win in what we do, be consistent, and win at life. And you, my friends, will have a great effect, not just on you and your family, but the people around you, the community around you, and society as a whole. And we need more of that. You guys go out there, have a great Thursday. We'll be back in tomorrow with episode 449 of our 15 Minutes to Mastery, where we work with you to take your life, your business, your career to a whole new level. Go do great things. We'll be talking to you soon, man. Until then, can't wait to meet you.